I'm a blobfish.
That's my attempt of a funny intro now. Am I joking now? What has my life came to? Seriously.
Hello, my crazy family, and this is a new video. Today we are looking at how deep the ocean is. If you haven't seen the title already, and the thumbnail, you're probably blind then if you didn't see that. But like I said, we're doing that. So if you're excited, press the like button somewhere, and also subscribe, please. Please. Oh gosh. But let's just get into the video. Oh god. This didn't go to plan. Oh god.
Really deep. Deeper, in fact, than most of us realize. If you were to shave off all of the land from the tops of every continent and island in the world and fill up the ocean's deepest points with that land, then the entire Earth would be covered in an ocean 2 miles deep.
What? Right. That's... I didn't expect that. Starting off in a very let's say... what am I trying to say? Impressive. That's it.
3/4 of our planet is already covered in water, though, and it goes a lot deeper than just 2 miles. Let's start with a sense of scale. This dot right here is the size of an average human. This slightly larger dot is the size of an elephant, and this is the size of the largest ship ever built, the Knock Nevis. With that in mind, let's start going underwater and see what we find out. The first milestone is at 40 meters below the surface, which is the maximum depth allowed for recreational scuba diving.
Okay, but I'm never doing that in my life anyway.
This is where the wreck of the Lusitania was discovered, which is interesting because the Lusitania itself is 240 meters long.
Right.
Which means that it sank in water shallower than it is long, so if the ship was standing on its stern or bow, it would be sticking out of the water.
Yes, that's how maths works.
At 100 meters is where diving can become seriously fatal if you're not careful because of decompression sickness.
Okay.
So that didn't stop a man named Herbert Nitsch to accomplish the free diving world record at a depth of 214 meters.
Bro, he's Aquaman, I swear. How? His lungs must be as big as my whole laptop or something. Just huge. What? Wow, okay.
This guy swam down to this level with just one single breath. But a little further
That's
down,
crazy.
32 meters, we have the scuba diving world record, which was accomplished by another man named Ahmed Gabir. If he swam down another 111 meters, then he would have reached the height of the Empire State Building if it was submerged underwater. And a little further than that...
I'm not American, so I didn't realize how big the Empire State Building is. But that is tall. I have to admit that now.
We arrive at the maximum dive depth of blue whales.
Right. Blue whales can dive really quickly.
Class nuclear submarine.
At
535 meters, we can witness the maximum dive depth of emperor penguin.
Hold up. Emperor penguins can dive deeper than blue whales. Something must not be right there. Okay. Right. That's unexpected.
And this is when we must bring up the intensity of water pressure. At this level below the surface, the water pressure exerted on a person or the penguins would be roughly equivalent to a polar bear standing on a quarter.
I think the British currency the quarter is exact same as like a penny or something like that. I'm just guessing at this point.
So further down the depths at 830 meters would be the height of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, the tallest building in the world.
Right,
As we hit
that's
1,000
crazy.
meters below the surface, we begin to enter the scary zone. Light from the
Wow, this scary zone. Ah! I'm scared now.
surface can no longer reach beyond this point, so the rest of the ocean below is shrouded in permanent darkness.
I'm actually scared now. I'm scared of the dark. Let's just say I'm never going down in... Why would someone go down there anyway? Good question.
On top of that, the water pressure you would experience at this point would be about the same as if you were standing on the surface of the planet Venus, meaning
Right.
you would die very quickly. You
That's not nice. I would like to live, thank you.
would also meet the giant squid at this sea level if the water pressure didn't already kill you. At 1,280 meters, we reach the maximum depth dived to by the leatherback sea turtle.
That's cool, I have to admit. Turtles can dive that deep, 1,280 meters.
And further down at 1,828 meters, we would reach the deepest part of the Grand Canyon, were it to be underwater with us.
Another thing which I never actually knew how big that actually was. I've never been to America, if you don't know that, but that thing is big. Yeah, it says there, but still.
Down at 2,000 meters, we start to encounter some of the more terrifying sea creatures, like the ominously named black dragonfish.
How far down is the Titanic then? That must be very, very deep then.
A carnivorous beast with a stomach that doesn't allow light to be emitted through it. Meaning
That's
that since
weird.
we're in total darkness underwater at this point, the only way you would ever see this thing is with a flashlight.
Oh god, that scared me.
A little further down at 2,250 meters, we would reach the maximum depth dived to by both sperm whales and the very frightening colossal squid.
Yeah, that thing is scary, I have to admit.
Sperm whales often have sucker marks and scars left on their bodies
Oh,
from
God.
battles with the colossal squid that likely take place at these incredible depths. The
Oh,
squids
gosh.
themselves can grow to be 14 meters long and weigh up to 750 kilograms with eyes the size of a dinner plate.
Their eyes as big as a dinner plate? Wow. I guess that red dude is like the average height is an average human. But that thing is huge. Wow.
Plate and razor-sharp sickles in the middle of their tentacles. So yeah, good luck with that down there. Way further down,
Yeah.
at 3,800 meters, we can find the wreck of the RMS Titanic.
Wow, okay. 3,800 meters down. Wow. Oh, some people do think that the Titanic didn't actually sink. It was one of the other ones from the same company, and they just wrote the Titanic lettering on one of their sister ships. Apparently, but that is a little fact for you. There you go. You can tell your parents that, and then they'll probably look at you like, why did I need to know that? I don't need to know that the blooming Titanic might not have sank. But hey, you know that now anyway.
And a bit past that, at 4,000 meters, we start to enter the abyssal zone of the ocean. Water
Right.
pressure is at an astonishing 11,000 pounds per square inch down here, and there are numerous strange, almost alien-like creatures that inhabit these depths, such as the fangtooth, anglerfish, and viper.
Bro, I never knew Owen Collingwood's twin is down here. Apparently, he can now swim up to 4,000 meters down. Okay then.
Down at 4,267 meters is the average depth of the ocean, where you would normally expect to hit the floor, but there are parts of
Right.
the ocean that go significantly deeper than even this.
So they're saying normal oceans are 4,267 meters. Right. Okay then.
At 4,791 meters rests the wreckage of the battleship Bismarck, sunk during World War II.
Oh god. That is deep. Wow. I'm just trying to picture. Wow, that... Wow. Blimmin' heck.
Way down at 6,000 meters is the beginning of the Hadal Zone, named after the underworld Hades itself.
Oh god. Oh lord. Maybe hell does exist. And no, hell is not school. Don't think that.
The water pressure down at these depths can become 1,100 times what you would experience way back on top at the surface, which is roughly equal to an elephant balancing on a postage stamp or...
Wow. That is crazy, I have to admit.
a single person carrying the weight of 50 Boeing 747 jumbo jets.
Right. How did he get to that conclusion then?
Down at these depths, you would be crushed immediately without any outside protection, but life still exists down here in various strange forms. At 6,500 meters, we reach the maximum depth that the DSV Alvin can dive to, a popular research submarine that helped to discover the Titanic. Way further down at 8,848 meters below the surface, and we have arrived at the height of Mount Everest, where it to be upside down and placed underwater. And then
Right, okay.
Then, way further past even that, at 10,898 meters, we arrive at the depth reached by James Cameron in 2012 during the Deep Sea Challenger mission. The deepest point in the ocean yet reached by humans was back in 1960, though, when two men named Don Walsh and Jacques Piccard reached a depth of 10,916 meters using their Trieste.
So they're saying modern day technology is worse than technology from the 1960s. Are you joking me? That's how technology has gone now. Worse. Wow, okay then.
Submarine. It took them 5 hours to descend through the ocean to this depth, and they only stayed for 20 minutes before a window cracked and they began to resurface.
Oh gosh, that must have been scary. I'm just trying to picture it. Like being that far down. And then having a window crack. Oh lord, that is scary.
Just a bit further down from there at 10,972 meters and we reach the average flight altitude of a commercial airliner. So if you ever looked out of a window while on a flight and looked down to the ground, that's a very good sense of how incredibly deep down into the abyss that we are currently at.
Oh my gosh. Right. Lord. Wow.
Finally, when we hit 10,994 meters, we have hit the bottom of the known ocean, called the Challenger Deep, right here on this map, just about 300 kilometers southwest of Guam Island.
Yes, but we've only discovered like 5% or something like that. So there's probably somewhere lower down than that, I have to admit.
However, it is believed that there are almost certainly even deeper parts of the ocean than this that just haven't been discovered yet. It wasn't until 1997, after all, that the Sirena Deep was discovered with a depth of 10,732 meters, making it the second deepest known point in the ocean. It is estimated that only about 5% of the ocean's floor has been accurately mapped.
There you go.
Leaving the other 95% to be currently a mystery. It may be only a matter of time before an even deeper part of our ocean is found, and who knows what we may discover there. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video.
There you go. If you want more reaction videos, like this video, comment down below, and you know the rest. But that was very cool, I have to admit, and I never knew the ocean was that far down. That deep even. But there you go. Enjoy that outro, everyone.